I'm gonna start it now. It's getting late out here. There we go. Oh yeah, oh boy. There we go, hot, it's smoking. It's okay though, it'll cool down. Commercial truck batteries can be expensive. And the model that I use in my Freightliner FLD 120, which is a Napa 7236, can go for at least $200 a pop. So it got me thinking, what if I could just refresh the batteries myself? You see other people online doing it with car batteries, but I've never seen anybody else do it with a commercial battery. So that's what we're gonna do today. This is a Napa 7236 commercial battery with a CCA rating of 950. Like most batteries, it contains 6 cells. The welder that I'm using today is a Mascent Mini 200 QI. It's a 200 amp DC welder. Before you start this procedure, make sure you have an adequate amount of distilled water put in. The fill line on this particular battery will be at the bottom of this plastic collar inside of here. Before we start the charging process, we need to check the battery's capacity. And I'm doing that with a Viking 12-volt battery system analyzer that I purchased from Harbor Freight. In order to check a battery with this device, I'm going to go first to number 1, battery system test. Battery test. Standard flooded, that's what this is. CCA SAE. And then we're going to put in how many cold cranking amps our battery has. Ours is 950. Enter. Then it'll ask you if the battery's in a vehicle. No. And here are the results of the test. You can see that the tester says bad, replace. State of health 18%, state of charge 100% at 12.98 volts. So it has a charge, but it doesn't have enough CCAs. CCAs are only 427. Let's pull the tester off. The nice thing about these commercial batteries is that you can just put the electrode right directly onto the post. You don't have to use vice grips or clamp the electrode on in some other way. Just put it right directly on there. Now this little welder starts out at 20 amps. See if you can see that. It's flashing, but it's at 20 amps. And that's what I'm going to keep it at. Let's check each cell. We're going to let this process run for 5 minutes and then stop for 10. Okay, after our first run, we are at 533 CCA. That's after our first run, which is pretty good. It went up that much. We need to keep going, and we're on a 10-minute cool down. We have about a minute and a half left, so we'll start it as soon as that's over. Okay, that'll be the cool down for number 1. This time we're going to push it up. 30 amps. Start our 5-minute timer. Got the welder pushing 40 amps in this one. Now that just made it worse. Okay, let's get our welder reconnected. Okay, and this time we're going to push it on up to 50 amps. I'm going to go way up with it. And there we go, 50. Bubbling pretty good. Got cloudy all of a sudden, so you can see a little bit better now. We need to start this for 5 minutes. All right, it's day 2 and I am here at the truck. I've got the batteries installed, and the 2 batteries that I refreshed with the welder are on the ends here, and this is the brand new battery. And all 3 of these batteries set on a charger overnight. So I know that they are fully charged. I also got a couple of new Group 31 multi-battery overmolded cable assemblies, and they are Deca Freightliner. I had to run to Tractor Supply, get a couple of nuts for these here because these are difficult to get up underneath this new assembly. And I'm ready to go ahead and start this thing. I've got some work to do on the inside here to finish getting it ready. I'm going to let everything click. Here we go. And of course there is no smoking this time. These do not feel hot at all. So it doesn't feel like these were it doesn't feel like these were taxed in any way, or like they were trying to put out any juice that that they couldn't provide. They don't feel hot whatsoever. We'll check this one too. Feels good and cool. Okay, I'd like to start it a couple more times and just see what we get. It's even faster that time. I'll do it one more time. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Still cool. This one here's got a little bit of corrosion I need to clean off there, but it's starting pretty good. The connection's still pretty good. I'd have to say I'm quite happy with that. I mean, that saves me a lot of money on buying 2 new batteries. I've already bought the 1 new battery. This truck will take up to 4 batteries. I've only ever run it on 3 batteries. And so I'm very happy with the results of running that little welder between 20 and all the way up to 50 amps on those 2 batteries to get them refreshed like that. That is really cool. I really appreciate y'all watching and following along with this. If you have any comments or suggestions, put them down below. And if you enjoy what you see, be sure to like and subscribe.